Hey guys, welcome to the Rachel Cruze Show. All right, we always talk about the importance of budgeting on the show. So I figured, hey, let's walk through an example of a simple monthly budget so you see it. And what's crazy is when I started the Rachel Cruze Show years and years and years ago, I actually filmed one of my first videos was about doing a zero-based budget, and it is still one of the highest videos on my channel. And so I think it's really helpful just to visually see, okay, here is how you do a monthly budget, a zero-based budget. If you've never done a budget before, it can be a little intimidating and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. But hey, this video, it's for you. We're gonna walk through exactly what to do because having a budget, you guys, is so crucial to you winning. It really is like the state of the union of your money. Like you see it right in front of you. You know what's going on. You know how much you're spending, where you can cut. I mean, it is like your guided plan to win with money long-term. And so doing a budget is so big. And what I love about it is it's basically permission to spend. You can go and spend your money and not think twice about it. You're not sitting there thinking, is this okay? Is this too much? Oh, I don't know. All the guessing is out. You already have a plan. So this is gonna be an example, and I have to say this all the time, like asterisk, all the things right now. Example. All the numbers is an example of averages, and we're gonna use Nashville, Tennessee as that because that's where I am right now. So all of you in San Francisco, I'm sorry, your standard of living is higher. It costs more to where you are than Nashville. Some of you in, I don't know, North Dakota, but like somewhere you're like, that's so much money. Who would ever spend that? I don't know. Sorry, it's Nashville, okay? So don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at the numbers. So that's all my precaution before we begin. So here we go. Let's take a family of four with a household income of $75,000. And the median household income in America today is it's like 67,000. So we're a little bit above that, but we're still right in that range, again, on average. So at the beginning of the month, you wanna put how much money you bring home. So for this example, their gross monthly income is about $6,250, but that number doesn't matter because it's not what they're taking home. So after taxes are taken out, that's the number you wanna look at. And in this example, it would be $5,178. That is the number you're gonna work with. You're gonna put that at the top. And then you're gonna start to list out all of your categories. Now, I always recommend starting with giving. No matter where you are, give a little until you can give a lot. Start building that muscle because with money, you can give it, you can save it, and you can spend it. And you wanna do all three. And so making sure that giving is part of your budget is really important. So I recommend 10%. So in this case, it would be $517. Now, next is gonna be your housing, so your rent or your mortgage, and ideally it's no more than 25% of your take-home pay. So for this example, we'll say that the monthly mortgage payment is $1,294 a month. Then you're gonna go to your utilities. So the average monthly energy bill for a single family home in Tennessee is about $189, including heating and cooling, water, appliances, all of that. Internet can be in utilities as well, and on average, it's around $60 a month in Tennessee. Cable, around $40. And then we're gonna move on to food. Food is very important. You want to eat, yes. And the average grocery bill for a family of four in Tennessee is about $642 a month. Then let's just say that the family spends an additional $200 a month out of restaurants. And then your next category in the budget is gonna be gas and transportation. So on average, the average American household spends about $316 a month on gas, and you wanna make sure you have car insurance, so that's about $240. So what we just covered so far there is your giving and what's called your four walls, your shelter, your utilities, your food, and your transportation. Now let's say that this family has some debt. So they have a car payment that's $503 a month, which is the average monthly used car payment in America today. Then after that, you start listing out other important categories. So health insurance would be one, and the average family pays $1,779 a month for health insurance. Then you can look at your cell phone plan. The average monthly two-person plan is about $60 a month. You could have a gym membership in life, right? And on average, it's about $58 a month. Clothing, we'll say about $100 a month. You have some fun money, about $50. Have some stuff for your kids, because they have stuff going on, $50 there. Miscellaneous, kind of your catch-all, $40. all of this together, again, as an example, total is $6,138. So our goal with a zero-based budget is your income minus all of those expenses equals zero. So every dollar coming in is assigned to a category. Now we can see that putting all of this, we are over budget by about $960. So what do you do? Well, first, let's take a quick break so I can tell you about our sponsor. So you're doing all the right things, but this economy is busting your budget. Did you know that there's a budget-friendly solution to rising healthcare costs? Well, there is, and it's through Christian Healthcare Ministries, America's longest-serving health cost-sharing ministry. Visit chministries.org/Rachel to learn more. All right, back to fixing this family's budget. So let's say that they cut their restaurant budget in half. So that's $100 there. Let's say that they don't buy clothes for that month. That's $100. Maybe they cut their cable. It's $40. Maybe for a season, they cut the gym membership and work out with a neighbor or just do stuff on their own. That's $58. So now we're down to a $662 difference. And if they didn't have that car payment, you guys, it was over $500. This math would make it a lot easier, which shows you the weight of how much debt is costing you. But that's, until it's paid off, they're still going to have that. So what do you do now? Well, we've cut expenses pretty darn good, which means now you got to up the income. So let's say one parent gets a part-time job that makes $25 an hour, works 30 hours at that job per month, which could make them an extra $750 a month. And if you make some adjustments, you actually end up with $88 extra, which you want to give a job to. So let's say we'll make the miscellaneous category $128 just to give some extra buffer. And then boom, there you go. A zero-based budget. Now, of course, there's all different ways you can change up your budget to make it work for you and your family. But the key here is making it zero-based, knowing exactly where your dollars are going. And maybe, you cut back on groceries or gas or give up fun money for a little bit or shop around for less expensive insurance or pick up that second job or a side hustle to pay off your debt faster. But the key is money flows two ways. It flows in, which is your income, so you have to look at that. And it also flows out, which are your expenses. So no matter what, again, the key is for it to equal zero. So every dollar is assigned to a category. Now, you can use a spreadsheet, you could use a sheet of paper, you could download Every Dollar, which is our budgeting app. You can actually start making your first budget for free today. It's amazing. But all of this, again, just to show you the math. Income minus expenses equals zero. Now, if you're starting the baby steps, the very first thing you want to do is get $1,000 saved. So that means you need to come up with $1,000. And that may, again, up in your income, cutting back more expenses, selling stuff, doing what you can to get that $1,000 quickly. And then you're going to keep that same intensity until you pay off debt and then keep it going until you have 3 to 6 months of expenses saved in the bank. So this is this takes years, you guys. This is not something you're going to happen overnight. But again, the budget is the plan. It's the tool to help you get there. It really reveals not just your spending habits, but hey, where your pain points are. So it's so important to do one and to stick to it because this is one of the best ways that you can take control of your money and create a life you love.